I know.
I assume that I exist, and I assume that
no,
I
that's
know
not. Induction is reasoning from the general to the specific, or reasoning from past to the future. Now, if I ask you how do you know induction is valid, and this is how I explained induction. Induction is what I call looking back at. That's the type of reasoning. Looking back at. I look back to
like a statistical analysis.
So now my question to you is, how do you know induction is valid, and what do? You look back.
You use induction to verify induction.
Which well, that's a vicious circle.
Well, so is believing that God created.
No, it's not a vicious circle. Because let me ask this
and that's
question.
one thing that you do that bothers me. There's no circular reasoning is circular reasoning.
Are you saying it's impossible for God to exist?
I'm not.
Okay, can God make me certain?
I don't know.
Well, okay, you're saying it's not impossible for God to exist. His word says He makes us certain.
It's not impossible.
Hang on a second.
It's not possible that I don't have a pink, imaginary pink dragon.
Wait a minute. You're saying it's not impossible for God to exist. The God of the Bible makes us certain. So that is my way out of the circle.
No, but you still have to start with the circle.
No, I'm saying, you're saying it's not impossible. So if my worldview is true, I can have certainty. Is that not fair? If my worldview is true, I can have certainty.
If you have a syllogism and one of the premises is false, then no, it's false.
Hang on.
So the fact that you're saying, if my worldview is true...
I'm saying it is true. I'm saying it is true. However, you have granted me, you're saying it's not impossible for God to exist. So granting the possibility of my worldview means I can have certainty.
I don't know that it's impossible for God to exist. How's that?
Fair.
That's more appropriate.
However, according to my worldview,
right,
I can have certainty through revelation.
So here's what you're saying.
How do you have certainty about anything?
Here's what you're saying, and I'm going to make 2 points. You're saying if my worldview is correct, then it's correct.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, but ultimately you're saying...
I'm just comparing my worldview with yours. I'm saying that I have a basis.
Come on, Rob.
I'm saying that I have a basis for knowledge to any degree.
I caught it out of the periphery of my eye. I'm trying not to get...
I'm hoping it's good. I have a basis for knowledge. I'm saying that you don't.
You're assuming that you have a basis for knowledge the same way I'm assuming I have a basis for knowledge.
Yeah, however, yours does not conform to your world.
But it does. And you'll make the claim that it doesn't, but...
His logic changes.
No.
On what basis do you assume a universe, a law that applies universally that does not change in your world? Where do you get that from without God?
Where do you get that from with God?
From His mind.
Yeah, but you don't...
Okay, now the thing is, now look at very carefully what happened here. I asked you the question, you turned it back on me, I answered.
Oh, but you've done it to me like 3 times.
Okay, however, please answer the question. Where do you get a universal, abstract, unchanging law without God?
I don't know.
Thanks for your time.
But that doesn't mean that you do. The fact that I don't know something doesn't mean that you do.
But the problem, what I'm exposing...
You are assuming...
What I'm exposing is that you're using the very thing that you cannot justify.
I admitted that already. I said I admit that I can know things and I admit that I exist.
Right.
And you kept asking me about induction. Well, how do you know that induction works?
So your worldview, you admit, is based on blind faith.
No, I don't.
That's exactly what you just said.
I'm examining the world that I exist in based on what I understand of the world. Now,
but your understandings are based on blind faith.
No,
proof assumes my world.
No. It's not that I believe these things hardcore and there's just no way they could be wrong. I'm just using all the tools that I have at my disposal to try to verify that. Now, if you can somehow show me, and this is the problem. This is the problem with our conversation.
I'm going to show you the problem
because you would have to use the tools that you're claiming I shouldn't be using to validate to me that I'm wrong.
It's worse than that. The God of the Bible says you don't need proof. The God of the Bible says you are... Hang on, let me finish. The God of the Bible says you already know. And you're saying, no, I don't. I'm the judge. You prove it to me, so I'll worship you. That's absurd. You're making yourself the judge. Now, here's my question. I'll ask it one more time. When you ask for proof of God, are you not there for yourself making the judge? And what proof could prove to you the God who says you already know He exists? What proof? Very, very simply the question.
I don't know what proof it would take to convince me that God's real.
When you answer that question, it shows you don't understand my question. Because if I say, what proof could prove to you the God who says you have enough proof, you have to say, well, then it's not a matter of proof. Because when you mention a proof, it shows you didn't understand the question. I'm saying, what evidence could convince you of the God who says you have enough evidence already? And you're giving me evidence that you don't understand. He says you already know.
Yeah,
and you're saying, no, God, you bow to my standard before I'll bow to yours, and that's absurd.
Okay. Not to get sidetracked.
It's not a sidetrack, it's a foundation.
I'm trying to go back through all this stuff that we just talked about.
You want me to give you evidence to prove to you the God who says you already have enough evidence.
No, I'm looking for God to give me evidence that God exists.
You're looking for the creator of the universe who says you have enough evidence.
Right, and that's my point.
Evidence.
I disagree with you in your position.
You know what that means to me?
What's that?
Absolutely nothing.
Right,
and the fact you to disagree with God.
And the fact that you're telling me I have enough evidence doesn't explain
But of the two of us, I can justify my worldview. You can't. You said you agree. Basically, you live on blind faith.
No,
that's why you need to repent.
Not once. You did several times.
Well, I exposed the fact that you do live on blind faith.
I disagree with you.
You know what the problem is?
What's that?
I think we all can see his pink dragon.
I think you all believe that you can see his pink dragon. How's that? But listen, it's been a pleasure. I didn't expect to get anywhere with you, so to speak, because you're very good at what you do. And
well, listen, man, you know why I'm here? Because I love you.
Encourage the conversation.
No, because I love you.
That's why I'm here.
And you know what?
We all love you, Ron.
We were talking to Penny last night, and he was just as obstinate as you are. He walked across the street and he almost got hit by a car.
Okay.
Now the thing is, I'm here because I love you. Because you might walk across that street. You know, you're not guaranteed tomorrow.
No, I'm not.
And I love you enough to come here and talk to you. And that's why I'm here. And we heard it might not look that way. It might look like we're trying to win an argument, but I'm here because I love you. And it might not happen tonight. I hope it does. It might not happen tomorrow night, but I hope that you repent and put your trust in Jesus Christ, because He's your only hope. And I want that not to leave you. And you know what? Sometimes people come up to me and they're unbelievers, and I say, "Can I pray for you?" And they pray for peace. You know what I pray for you? What was your name again?
Rob.
Rob. I pray that you have no peace until you find the Prince of Peace. So if you have trouble in your life,
Very Christian of you.
if you have, well, the thing is, it's the best thing for you. Because if you have peace, you're going to think, I can live this life without God. But I pray that you have no peace until you find the Prince of Peace.
And that's how we see.
You are very convinced of it.
And that's how we see God as our Father, because He disciplines us.
Is that
So
going on
praying that
YouTube?
is,
Are you guys posting anything anywhere?
It's up to you if you want to or
We
not.
better.
I want a copy of it.
I want to
if you
see
do.
that.
I can send it to you.
Because I was telling my buddy.
I think this will get 1 million views.